So my name is Will Reinhardt, and I am a high school teacher for Verdugo Hills High School in the Los Angeles Unified School District. I've been teaching there for 23 years. I'm an alumnus of that school, and actually I went through the schools all throughout this community: Mountain View Elementary, Mount Gleason Middle School, Verdugo, and UTLA, all public education throughout my life. And so today I'm out here with my colleagues, and now I'm in the role of teacher and educator, fighting for a much better contract than we have now, and really bigger than that, for the future of public education in Los Angeles. I would argue, this is a canary in the coal mine. A lot of the privatizers that are here, like the superintendent, Austin Butner, like his supporting allies, billionaires like Eli Broad, the Walton family, they are determined to corporatize, profitize, privatize public education. And I think that's the far bigger reason for doing this than a pay increase or some other kind of simple contract issue. I think that's why there's the turnout. There's been 98% of the LA Unified on strike. That's more than 30,000 teachers that are doing this. So the unity has been strong for the first 4 days, and we expect it'll stay that way going forward.
And then what are the specific things that you're actually fighting for?
Okay, so the list breaks down a little bit like this. We get the first thing out of the way, which is the pay increase. The district has several different collective bargaining units, like bus drivers and cafeteria workers, administrators, classified clerical type people. They've already agreed to a 6% raise. We would be getting a 6% raise as well. But the union isn't really so much worried about the financial part for the teachers that way. The much bigger issues are class size reduction. Right now, I'll give you my example. My first period has 44 students. It's a U.S. history class. My second period has 43 students. That's a world history class. We have class averages at our school that exceed 40. And that's not a great learning environment when you have to figure out places to sit your kids and you're worried about violating the fire marshal's rules. So class size reduction, hiring more teachers to make that possible at all levels, primary and secondary, that's key. We also don't have a full-time nurse at our school. 1,300 kids, we get a nurse 1 day a week. Now at our school, we've figured out ways on our own to finance more days for our nurse. But if the district's only financing 1 day a week, just don't get sick on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday seems to be their strategy. We have counselors with loads of 800, 900 per counselor. That's unacceptable. How are you going to be able to help these kids navigate their way through education with all the various needs that they have, academic, personal, emotional, etc., with those kinds of caseloads? We don't have adequate school psychologists on campus. Those are things that I think money can address, because we have some of the neediest communities. 80% of our school district is Title I qualified. That's the federal free and reduced lunch program. 90% is students who are people of color. And so there are issues of economic justice, racial justice, social justice that I think that all of us here feel. And, as educators, we're frontline people. We see it daily. We're doing more and more things that parents used to do. We have kids who are coming to us from foster care, kids who are coming to us who are homeless. The resources need to be there. And when you look at a school district that is sitting on the largest unrestricted reserve in its history, almost $2 billion, the money's there. So they need to start spending it. They say, well, we're saving it for a rainy day. And as you can see from the video, it's raining right now, literally and figuratively. Our state is a very wealthy state. It's the largest economy in the United States. It'd be sixth largest if it was its own country. And in this particular state, our governor, Jerry Brown, left us with a $15 billion reserve for a rainy day. And our new governor, Gavin Newsom, has walked into Sacramento with over $21 billion in unexpected surplus. So that's tens of billions of dollars that can be used for problems just like this one. In the second largest city in the country, the second largest school district in the country, it's time to act now, and we all sense it. So this is a fight for our students. My son is public school. My daughter's public school. My wife is a second grade teacher. You think I'm not going to be here for my students? Of course I am. And I know you guys, you're from Indiana, you got people back there across the country. We saw this year West Virginia. We saw Kentucky, Colorado, Arizona having these strikes. Now Indiana's looking at it. We've got to turn the tide. We've been doing this sort of conservative politics, give the rich tax breaks, and the middle class struggles along, and the poor struggle along. And if ever there was a time, this is the time with record low unemployment and record high stock market returns. And you start thinking to yourself, if we can't do something now, when are we going to do it? So I think that factors into a lot of the thinking from our leadership and from the foot soldiers at the front lines.